Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
What's up? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka Mickey Facts, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, what I decided to do is just go ahead and take parts of the live down and make it into a smaller video for the paperwork that we went over. So, as always, all information in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All information used is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusions that you draw is on you, not me. Now, again, all information is alleged, assumed, and opinion-based off the public record research that I have done personally. So, without further ado, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. My paperwork is because it be all over the place. All right. So, this form, right? If you guys have not watched that interview with Kate Capone, definitely go watch it, okay? And I say that because I want y'all to be up to date. Now, that video, they have in the description the actual document he's referring to, okay? And this is this document. And this is how you're going to be able to verify that this is this document. Look at the case number that I have here. Look at the doc number. And the doc number is 528, okay? So you compare that to what you pull up on the interview. Now, if we go now, because I'm going to show y'all a couple things, because I want to be, I want to clarify with everybody, because there's a lot of things going around on this document. Almost everybody that has been running the narrative that Big Meech was like the unindicted informant or like in cahoots with Tammy Cohen's, this is a document that they reference. Like, I have yet. Now, I haven't watched everybody video that's done it, but so far, the ones that are addressing it are referring back to this 32-page document, which is document number 528 from Dion Gatlin's case, aka Cuff. Now, let's really look at this document, okay? So this definitely was in Missouri, and we see Dion Gatlin's name. He's the first defendant right there. Okay. Now, this document is called Report and Recommendation and Order of the United States Magistrate Judge. Okay. Y'all see that? Now, this is what people are missing. Okay. It's missing. Okay. First few sentences gonna tell you something. And matter of fact, I don't want to read out loud, but let me see if it'll read out loud for me. Ever since I found this.
Dion Lamont Gatling 1, Timothy Lamont Rush 2, Andre Alfonso Rush 3, Lorenzo Ralph Gibbs 4, defendants. Report and Recommendation and Order of United States Magistrate Judge in accordance with the memorandum filed herein, it is hereby recommended that defendants amended joint motion and memorandum to suppress wiretap evidence following Frank's hearing. Docs 402, 454 and 459 be denied.
All right. So that right there, the defendants. You know what I'm saying? You see the defendants? So that means those four names up there filed amended joint motion memorandum to suppress wiretap evidence following the Frank's hearing, okay? Now y'all see it's denied. It's denied. Okay. So if we go down here, it says basically they'll have a case status hearing. Okay. Now, mind you, a lot of people will find one part in a packet of paper and run with it, but you got to look at everything. Okay. Now, okay. Y'all see there? Y'all see that signature, right? So that means this is going to be the end of this page right here, right? If we go down to the next page, we gonna have to read the starting. Remember, it's about what's at the first few sentences gonna let you know who is asking this, what they're trying to do. So let me see if it's gonna play from where I want it to play it, because I just want it to play from right there.
Lorenzo Ralph Gibbs 4, defendants. Memorandum. This matter was referred to the undersigned United States Magistrate Judge for all pretrial matters pursuant to 28 U.S.C. Section 636b. Currently pending before the court is defendant's amended joint motion and memorandum to suppress wiretap evidence following Frank's hearing. Docs 402, 454 and 459. Defendants contend evidence resulting from court-authorized wire interceptions should be suppressed first, because under the rationale of Franks v. Delaware, 438 U.S. 154, 1978, the affidavits.
All right. So y'all let me know what y'all think, and if anybody got anything different, y'all let me know. But this means this memorandum was filed by the defendant, meaning the four names at the top are who filed this memorandum. Okay, so far, because I want to make sure everybody remember what I said. This is the response, like it says, to the defendant's amended joint motion and memorandum to suppress wiretap evidence, and it was denied. So this is in reference to what they're asking down here. So just keep in mind the defendant is the one asking for this, right? So in this, it talks about the defendants challenging information being brought forward in their case, okay? Meaning their stance. They want the judge to see it their way, right? They're saying like, okay, you're bringing the government is saying, hey, we got wiretaps that's going to prove this and that. They're saying, no, judge, you should not use that wiretap because of this. This is our view of the wiretaps that they are providing. So, like it says here, they're challenging how valid the wiretap affidavit were. Okay. Now, you see this name? Keith Cromer, okay? And other people part of his team. They're saying that because of his relationship with a confidential source, which we allege, right? We assume is Tammy Cohen's, right? And because she was paid money that wasn't supposed to be hers, and falsified reports was issued for the payments, that they should not have used the information provided from her to be able to wiretap to get the information they have. Now, let's go down. You see here? It goes to say the factual findings, okay? If you have ever dealt with a case, and I'm not even saying just on a federal level, civil have it, state, almost all cases have this, right? It's going to say from their standpoint what they believe as a fact. Like, this is what they're saying. This is what their evidence is leading to show from the defense side in this point, right? So now let's go down because it's getting into the phone number. Why is now is going to attack everything that's in that affidavit. Because remember at the top, they were talking about they're disputing that affidavit is valid to even have obtained the wiretap. Okay. So now they're breaking down to why they feel that is, which includes they're saying that one event in particular, which was August 5th, 2012, triggered the investigation, right? And they break it down, CS1. Then they said they go into saying the drug, let me just read it from this point. So a confidential source being utilized by DEA Atlanta alerted DEA Atlanta agents to be suspected drug transaction occurring in St. Louis between suspected source of supply Fidel Suarez and defendant Dion Gatlin, aka Cuff. It says here that CS1 advised DEA agents, Atlanta agents, that he or she was contacted by Suarez, who said he had a trunk in St. Louis for suspecting narcotics transactions with Gatlin. It then goes to say that Suarez was having trouble reaching Gatlin and asked CS1 for help. Then it says in attempting to help Suarez get in contact with Gatlin, CS1 had a flurry of calls with Gatlin and Suarez. CS1 was ultimately successful in connecting Suarez and Gatlin, who was using a telephone that became a target point, right? Now they're saying, like, you shouldn't use CS1 information because it's not reliable. And you know why it's not reliable? It's because of she, or at this point, they're not referring to her as she or he, but CS1 is cooperating for monetary gain and has provided information to the DEA, like while doing activities that could be considered a felony. So basically, they're attacking the credibility of the witness, which in almost all cases, that's what the defense is supposed to do. Okay. Now, this is 32 pages. I'm not going to go through all 32 pages. All I'm going to tell y'all, definitely the full page, the full thing is on Kate Capone's page with the full interview with Bleu Devici. What I do want to note here. Now, remember, y'all, this is Dion's Gatlin's lawyers. This is their verbiage. This is their story they're presenting to the court, okay? And if you haven't caught on, you see Demetrius Flannery name, who is Big Meech, right? So let's read into that. So it says here that the affidavit asserted facts related to a suspected drug distribution conspiracy between Demetrius Flannery, Dion Gatlin, and Fidel Suarez. Okay. It then goes to say the affidavit asserted that Demetrius Flannery was purported. Yeah, I don't know. National leader of the BMF. Yeah. Then it says, based on the information previously known to DEA, St. Louis, Dion Gatlin was a member of St. Louis BMF and was associate of Flannery, had substantial ties to multiple BMF members. This is why I want to read, you know? So, it definitely, says it breaks it down to why they feel this way, okay? Now, this is just what I want y'all to say. Now, I know, because I see Jamal already in the in the comments. I'm not gonna say that it's not something out there could be. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if we refer to this document doesn't prove nothing. You know why? Because this is being provided from the defense, meaning this is their stance on the information, right? And the court denied it, right? So they're denying that the facts that they provided in this document to the courts was not enough to prove whatever they were approving to suppress the wiretaps. Now, I have read, matter of fact, let me just get the next one. Hold on, because I'm going to show y'all something. And this is why I say a lot of times people will get frustrated with me because I have actually read way more documents than they have, right? Way more. Like when I say every time I hear this story, I say, well, what documents have you already read, right? And they bring up this one document, and I'm like, yo, do you understand how many like documents is on this case? And then, like I said, y'all, I'm going to definitely do a video on this, but I want to make sure I break it down all the way because it's so much. So this is actually, if you go onto Pacer, right? This is what it's gonna look like. Now, you see, Dion Lamont Gatlin, Cuffy, like they gives a nickname. So this is how you can confirm this is who we're looking at. Okay. Now, let me show y'all something. Well, these is the charges. Pay attention. Let me go over to it. Pay attention. Ooh. And not save all of them. It's not loading. What the world? Not them making me do this instead. This is gonna take too long. All right, we just gonna have to let it catch up. Cause I'm gonna say this about to take too long. All right. You see this? 838 different entries. Okay. That's not total amount of pages because some of these entries have like 32 pages, 100 and something pages. So when I say it's thousands and thousands of pages of documents to read, it's that much, right? You cannot go off of one paper, right? One document that was drawn up by the defense and just plead the case or prove like, I got you, right? Unless that document clearly states Demetrius Flannery did this, provided this, then yeah, definitely. Okay, definitely. Now, yes, Dion Gatlin, aka Cuff, has released a phone interview, or someone has released a phone interview, okay? And he said his theory. This is why, and if anybody was on Clubhouse, in the 100 room when they were playing it, I said then I'm on the fence about that. Okay. And this is why. Because out of thousands and thousands of documents, I for sure at least got over, what's up, Lamar? 1,000 of them. Okay. So, and I've read, and I even let y'all walk through reading the transcripts for one of the DEA agents, Cromer, who was called by the defense, by Gatlin's attorneys. And just listening, they paint a whole different picture, right? And this is why I say that. Some of what Cuff said in his interview definitely aligned with the paperwork, right? Definitely, like without a doubt. But the narratives are different, okay? So, people argue me down with it, and that's why I say I'm going to do a Q&A where I try to summarize it down more. Shout out to Don Ben. We're working on getting that done because like everybody's not like me where you're intrigued by reading the paperwork and you can summarize it after reading so much. Some people eyes get crossed, after the first couple sentences, they kind of want a breakdown. And when I say y'all, a 30-minute video would take me hours and hours and hours to condense just to make it make sense. Like that video that I just dropped about Tammy Cohen's and the timeline, in my opinion, right? That took me days and days to research, condense, and stuff to get as much accurate information as possible. So it's definitely hard work. One moment, y'all. But this is what I do. Everybody doesn't do it. So I say this to say, let me give you an example, right? Because y'all know I'm not the type to call anybody a liar or anything like that, especially when this is his case, okay? Like, he's welcome to paint whatever picture he wants. He's the one living through it, right? I'm only going off of my interpretation of the paperwork on the actual case on top of tying it into what he says. And this is on any case I work on, right? So let me give y'all an example. Ooh, this is going to be a good example. Snitching, right? The definition of snitching. I have talked about it in so many videos where my definition obviously is way different than many people, right? But it's one word. Like the word snitch does not change. It's spelled the same, whatever. But everybody's interpretation of the meaning of it varies, right? So it's the same word, but everybody's going to have a different viewpoint of what it means. This is what's going on, in my opinion, in this case. It's the same case with the same documents, but people are interpreting it differently, including, in my opinion, Cuff, right? Because in his mind, he doesn't care what nobody say. Big Meech had to be the person that was on it. Now, and I said this to somebody in my comments earlier. Honestly, if you really want to say, you know what, forget the talking, this is what it is and this is what I know, where is the document, right? Because as I showed y'all in the video, it's a lot of sealed documents. See, this don't have no mark next to it. That don't have no mark. Like these, that don't have no mark. So it's like, it's a lot of sealed documents. So if that document exists, the only people that can get it are the people on the case. So if Cuff has this paper that says for sure my unindicted co-defendant is Meech, that's what you should release with your phone calls, right? Because at that point, that would definitely paint a whole different picture. And this is why I say that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, but I'm still gonna do the video later. Now it's the other way around. They mad because I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. My heart to this day. I'm really with it. My feelings in it. So please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play. Don't play. Don't play.